Okay, ladies and gents, what we need to do now is, up to now this year, what we've been doing is we've been creating parts, been putting those parts into assemblies and mating them, and you've learned how to pack and go. The last thing that we need to do is we need to learn how to make a drawing. Now, what I've got here is I have the outside part of a syringe, and I also have the completed assembly of the syringe right over here. What we're going to do is we're going to make two drawings. One is just of this part, the outer, and the other one is going to be an assembly drawing of that assembly, and we're going to include a bill of materials and balloons, etc., etc. So first thing we do when we're drawing is you draw all your parts complete. So I've already drawn this, I've drawn the plunger, I've drawn everything, and it's complete, and I've already saved it. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to start a new drawing. I'm just going to minimize that. And we go File, New, Drawing. Okay, we've done part, assembly, now we're going to do drawing. All right, you'll be presented with this window, and here we're going to choose our type of sheet. Now, depending which lab you use, it will depend whether you're going to see this window or not. In my lab, you're not going to see this because I've already selected it for you. We're going to go for an A4 landscape drawing. If you can't see it, then just click on this box over there and click down so you can see A4 landscape. All right, so we want to do an A4 landscape drawing, there's a preview of it there, and you'll see there's quite an extensive title block there. If you didn't want the title block, you could just select display sheet format and you won't have a title block. But we do want it there, so I'm going to leave it ticked. Okay, so we click OK. You may not have to do that step right there. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we want to change this type of sheet, the type of projection we're going to use on the sheet, namely first or third angle. So what we're going to do is right click on the back of the sheet, go to properties, and over here we can change the type of projection. So we can change it to first angle or third angle, whatever the case might be. But I want it to be in first angle. You could also change the sheet format here, by the way, if you really want to, but we want it to be in first angle. So okay. All right, now the sheet is in first angle. It's very important that you do that step first, because otherwise your views will be in the wrong place and whatever. So it's very important that you change that first. The next thing we want to do is we want to edit this title block to make it custom. There's a lot of stuff in here which I don't necessarily need. So right click and we say edit sheet format. There it is over there. Okay, now we can use any of these tools, any of the sketch tools that we're used to using, and we can use it to edit our blocks. I'm going to use the trim tool, trim away these lines that I don't want. Okay, and we're going to delete this whole block. All right, that's what I want. Right, so what we're going to do here is we're going to edit this a little bit. So I want this to say student number, and I want my student number to go there where it says drawing 2. So double click on that block, student number. Okay, you can type it in. I'm going to double click on drawing, and this is where I can put in my student number. Whatever your student number is, you can put it in there. The next thing we want to do is we want to write our company name in this block over here. You'll see there is no text to double click on in this block. Well, not that we can see, but actually in the middle of this block, hidden over here, is a little text box. If we move the mouse over it, you'll see the mouse pointer gets an A next to it. See that? Okay, there's the A, right? It'll be in the middle. We double click on this, and we can say Tshwane University of Technology. Okay, make this a bit smaller. Right, so make this 16. Okay, and there it is. If you wanted to add a different note or something like that, you can, under annotations, you find note, and you can put your own text box in here and type whatever. You get the point, right? I don't want the text box there, so I'm just going to close that. Okay, I'm very happy with how my sheet format is. Got my student number, Tshwane University of Technology. This will update automatically according to what the name of your drawing is. You don't have to worry about that. And all of this will also update automatically. SolidWorks is pretty cool about that. You could add extra blocks and stuff to this using the sketch tools, circles, squares, whatever. It's not limited to imagination. Alright, once we're done with edit sheet format, we're going to get out of edit sheet format mode. We're going to apply these changes. I'm going to click on the purple arrow up here. If you don't do that, you won't be able to insert any views from your drawing. So the next thing we need to do is I want to insert a first angle orthographic projection of that syringe. Well, not of the assembly, but of that outer piece. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to View Layout, Standard 3 View, and we've already set up the sheet, so the sheet knows it's going to be first angle. So we want syringe outer, double click on it, and there are my 3 views. Okay, front, left, and top. Okay, you can move them around to suit yourself. Okay, by clicking and dragging on them. All right. In this case, we want to see hidden detail included on these views as well. So we're going to select any one of the 3 views. And here in the Property Manager, we can change it to show hidden detail. I also, in this case, want to change the scale. So I'm going to say Use Custom Scale and make it 1:1. Okay, so there we go. Let's move these to be a little bit more convenient. Okay, the next thing I want to do is I want to insert dimensions onto these 3 views. And dimensions can be found under Annotations. Okay, you see there isn't really a dimension tool, but there is a Model Items tool. So we're going to click on Model Items. Now it's very important that you change these 2 things over here. The source must be entire model, and this must be import onto all views. If this is not on, it will only import the dimensions onto one of the views. So I want it to be on all the views. Click the tick. Okay, and there are all my dimensions. Now, you're going to have to neaten them up a little bit, right? And the best way to do this is actually by hand. So you actually move each one of these dimensions to a place where it's convenient and they're not crashing with anything else. That's the best way. You can, if you select the whole lot and you right click on one of the dimensions and you go to, I have to find it here, Align, and you go Auto Arrange. Okay, it will automatically arrange all your dimensions. I don't know where that one's gone. Okay, but again, you will still have to do some neatening up by hand. In this case, this worked really well, but a lot of the time it might not, unfortunately. That's just the way it is. Okay, so there we go. There is our drawing, front, left, and top view. We have our dimensions. The next thing we want to put in, we just want to put in a shaded isometric view. So under View Layout, we're going to Model View. Okay, Syringe Outer. If that's not there, by the way, let me just go there again. You're going to click Browse, and you'll find the part that you're looking for. Okay, but in my case, they are open, so I've got it right there. In the Property window, you're going to select Isometric and Shaded. You can also do this afterwards, the shaded part, but easier to do it in one step. And we're going to place it over there. And you will have a shaded isometric view. Just like that. Again, if you need to add any nodes or anything extra, over here, you can click on Note, and you can add any extra nodes. So, there we go. There's our drawing of our syringe. The next thing I'm going to show you is how to do an assembly drawing with an isometric and a bill of materials. A bill of materials is pretty easy to do. I'm not going to do the whole sheet format again. If you want to watch how to do that, you can just rewind the video. So I'm just going to delete these 3 views quickly, 4 views. Okay, and by the way, I just deleted it, clicking on the view and pressing the delete button on the keyboard. All right, now I'm going to go Model View. If I wanted to get a first angle orthographic projection, I would go 3 view. I just want a standard isometric view. So syringe assembly, double click. Okay, I want it isometric and shaded, and I'm going to put it over here. Okay, I also want to change the scale of this drawing. I want to make it a little bigger, so I click on it, use custom scale, and let's go 1:1. If you want to create your own scale, you can actually go user defined, and you can create your own scale there. 1:1 is fine for me. Okay, I want to put in a bill of materials. Bill of materials is found under Annotations, Tables, okay, Bill of Materials. Okay, select a drawing view to specify, so I want it to be linked to that view. You don't have to change anything here, just click the tick and you have your bill of materials. plonk it down there somewhere. Okay. Now we need to get a list of, we want to see which component is number 1, syringe outer, or 2, the plunger, or the inner. And the way we do that is just click on auto balloon. Again, we have to select the view, and the auto balloon has automatically listed the components. I'm not too sure where number 2 is gone. Okay, nevertheless, right? Auto balloon will automatically give you the list of all your components. So 1 is the outer, it's linked to this table. So 9 out of 10 times you can just click on auto balloon and get it done. I just added in the number 2 balloon using the balloon function. So there we go. That's how you do an assembly drawing. That's how you do bill of materials. And I think that's all you need to know. Good luck for the test.